Welcome back, guys. We are here for the final day of the CFS IO 2022 for the EUMENA Division. It is me, Valdez, with G-Clef once again. And we're getting into the final day, the playoffs. It all comes down to this.
It does. 3 matches. The grand final will be best of 5, but this is the most exciting day out of the 3. Of course, we do get the knockout starting from today, so teams will be knocked out if they lose this best of 3 and the best of 5. Of course, lots of drama did happen in day 1 and 2. At the end, 2 Egyptian teams, they're taking first spot and the second spot. But Lazarus at the bottom, did you at least even expect that in your dreams to happen?
No, I mean, it's been a long time. I don't even know if it's ever happened, but in terms of what I can remember,
I don't think it ever happened.
I don't think it's ever happened. And you were talking about at the very beginning of the tournament that, yeah, we're expecting the 2 Egyptian teams. They did really well in the league. We could definitely see them be the top 2. And it happened, but Team Myth got there with a 1-2 record.
Team Myth was sitting at 4th after they won.
They were sitting at 4th. They won 0-2, and then they won 1 match very decidedly against Lazarus, and that is what got them second place. So we might see some of those results once again a little bit later on. But first, we are going to take a look at the schedule. Of course, we are on the final day of the EUMENA playoffs and the EUMENA Division. So it's the playoffs, it's the knockout stage, as you were talking about.
Yep, today is the most important day where we will decide who will be the champion of EUMENA. As we talked about the results, especially the final match between Lazarus and Team Myth, you see 2-0. That 2-0 made the big difference of the set differential because you had to go down for the tiebreaker rule. Because Anubis won everything, we had lots of the same numbers of wins and losses.
Yeah, nobody did go 0-3, which was also cool to see. I think it shows that although Anubis might be on top for now, in general, we are pretty close in terms of the skill level, I think, between all of the teams. Although, of course, again, Anubis have distinguished themselves as the best so far. We're going to start off there with Lazarus versus PENTA Sports. That is going to be the first match that we do have. Here's another look at the standings and where we did leave off after yesterday's matches.
Anubis Gaming, they indeed have 3 wins, no loss, but look at the set score, only 4, even if they lost all 3 matches, because they had 2-1s. And those 2-1s, very close, about like 10-8, 10-7. There were lots of maps that finished with that round score. So you can't really say Anubis Gaming is on top by far compared to the other teams. The teams that are right below them, they might catch up to them at the end.
Yeah, it could definitely happen. And you see the difference between Team Myth and PENTA Sports is 1 round. PENTA Sports, perhaps, if they got just 1 more round somewhere in one of those sets that they won or lost, they could have made it through.
Yeah, because they do have higher AP.
Exactly.
Just 1 round.
So that could have been the difference between them skipping a round here of the knockouts, but not meant to be. So they will have to face off against Lazarus here, who did get 4th place in the first couple of days. And that will be our first best of 3 of the night.
Yep, and starting from Lazarus versus PENTA Sports, the 2 teams. They've been fighting against each other many times, but it has to start from here. When Team Myth, from their own region, from CFPL 2022 Season 1, did have an amazing run, starting from the bottom to the top, becoming the champion. But in this case, it's going to be much, much harder. Of course, best of 5 at the end. That's a big wall there. And also Anubis Gaming, they seem to be slightly better than everyone else right now.
Yeah, it does seem to be the case. They will just get to play in that grand final. They have a lot of time to rest, watch the games, do a lot of studying. That's all very important. But as you mentioned, Team Myth has been able to run through the gauntlet. And I wouldn't be surprised if even Lazarus or PENTA Sports, who really impressed us in the first couple of days, we weren't expecting too much from them. But I think, especially with the addition of FaZe, these guys are actually quite strong.
And also, we were a little bit talking with Lazarus before the match, and they were also saying we could also feel that they were just not having their day yesterday at all. Day 1, they seemed slightly better with the tempo, but yesterday the controls were just off. And there are some of those days where it's not working for the team. There are those. I hope they got everything refreshed for the last day, and hope they can climb up to the grand finals.
Yeah, same with Team Myth. They started off really slowly, 0-2 on the first day, and then they did go ahead and stomp Lazarus on the second day. So perhaps they are to slowly ramping up into the knockout stage, into the playoff day that we do have today. But again, in my mind, I feel like any of these teams could take it. I think that Anubis could definitely get upset in the finals. Maybe even PENTA Sports is going to surprise everybody. Maybe Lazarus, you know, they kind of live up to their name and they make it happen. But yeah, still waiting to see. And as you mentioned, it really depends on who's ready to go. But guys, we do have our introductions of the team, so let's go into that right now.
Take the look at this positioning here. It's going to be one, make it a double kill here. All four remaining players aren't going to stand a chance to Vise. 3 in a row. Tot trying to hold on, gets 2.
Of course, Lazarus, you guys know and love them. And here we have the updated stats from here at this tournament specifically. And you see that they have been struggling just a bit.
Yep, from the first 2 days only. That's the reason why you see somewhat low of a number compared to the other teams. But still, this team has, we always talk about their experience, and especially in tournaments. And in this type of playoff, when you need it, when you are double checking your own play, when you are having doubts, experience always comes in handy. And this team is the one that always have the potential to climb up, and I really hope they have really found themselves in a new day, and let's see what they can do in this playoff.
So Vise, he flanks his opponents by foreseeing their tactics. Definitely a guy who waits and watches, kind of plays the lone wolf role, and he's got some great stats to back it up as well.
We saw a lot of Vise playing, just going alone, and especially in Compound yesterday, a long, and even grabbing a few opponents, really helping the strategy of 1-4, 1-3 split attacks from the Blacklist side.
Yeah, so Lazarus looking happy, at least so far. But let's go ahead and introduce their opponents, PENTA Sports.
He has the perfect lineup here, the double kill to try and stall this one out. Terror, good for 1, good for 2. Terror stuck on the back line, 10 seconds. Terror, he finds a third here. Terror gets the...
And here's PENTA Sports. Definitely, as I was talking about before, kind of surprising us with how well these guys have been playing, and I'm just hoping that they can keep up that level of play.
Again, to recap from day 1 2, we thought they might need more time before the tournament to actually get that in this level of teamwork play, but they're already in. They've been showing that on the stage, and it's the final day. I think they have learned and studied a lot about themselves, plus the opponents. Maybe they can actually create the upset. Before coming into the tournament, they were supposed to be the 4th. A lot, and most of the international casters that also predicted the result of day 1 and 2 could not really see PENTA as the winner of any of those matches. But now, I think it's totally up there.
Yeah, definitely could happen. And FaZe, once again, is going to receive the key player, able to make precise decisions based on his long-time experience. And I mean, the guy is just insane. Like, you watch him play, he can do 2 people's work with the amount that he is able to carry.
He's got precision, plus it's like he has eyes on all over the map.
Yeah.
He rotates around when it's 1v3 situation when he's not supposed to. You're not supposed to go around, so the enemies don't even expect him to come around at that moment. You're supposed to take at least 2 to 3 more seconds, so they're not watching at you from the side. But he's already there. He's FaZe, and he takes down all the opponents by himself.
He's definitely part of the reason why they have been having so much success. I think that he and Chills have been a couple of the guys that have really stepped up here at this tournament specifically, and looking forward to seeing what they can do here in the playoffs.
Yep, Chills really helping out, going back and forth between Rifle and Sniper. Also, the rest of the team also showing up big time, especially Terror when Terror alone, doing a lot of defensive work on the other side, on the opposite side of FaZe oftentimes. So I think that has been another key point, especially in their GR defense. Well, Blacklist, they just push together and make it work. They're pretty strong in the mix. They're not as this powerful, strong, quick push like Lazarus does, but they got a lot of tactics together.
Yeah, definitely so. But guys, we do have some interviews ready for today, so let's hop into our first one with Lazarus. Hello. What's up, Niels? How's it going? Good to see you again. How are you feeling after the first couple of days and now, you know, everything's on the line? How's your guys' mental? Is it holding together?
For now, yes. Yesterday was a bit off, but I'm glad that, yeah, yesterday was the off day. So now we can turn back on again.
Yeah, after the results of day 1 and 2, I'm pretty sure this might be the most pressure you have because usually you guys are not down this far when you start the playoff. Do you feel a lot of pressure going into the match?
No, I don't think so. We feel very much pressure. I think it's more hard to play from the top because you're not you're not warmed up and you don't have scrims before that and stuff. So yeah, I think it's better to play from the bottom. That's why TM is so good, right? In all the tournaments, because they always start from the bottom.
I suppose that does make sense. One final question before I'll let you go and focus on the game. What is your expectation about PENTA Sports, and how have you been thinking about their play so far?
I think they're doing as I expected because, yeah, every team got some kind of problems with them because they are so random and their aim is always on point. And whenever you're not together as a team, they will just out aim and out frag you. So yeah, they are doing as expected, especially against the other teams like Anubis and Team Myth. But yeah, we had less problems than the others against them.
Yeah, for sure. You guys did take that 2-0. So best of luck, Niels, and I'll let you go. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Always good to hear from Niels. And yeah, I mean, they were able to get the 2-0 over PENTA. So.
Oh, they were in day number 1. And also interesting that he did mention how Team Myth is always warmed up because they climb up from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does happen. That does surely happen. But there's also a huge advantage by resting and watching how they're playing, what they're focusing on the day. Because after you play a match, you can't... There are certain tactics, and you can only hold so many strategy in your brain.
Yeah.
And you can't just totally go off to a new page and, okay, let's do from A to B... A to A, B, C, D, E, F, you can do that, but from like A to K, that's a lot of strategies, and you can't remember all that. So I think it helps a lot in ways.
For sure. And guys, we do have our second interview ready to go. Let's hear from PENTA Sports. Hello, what is up, Rain? How are you doing? How are you guys feeling going into this match against Lazarus?
Yeah, we feel quite confident. We had good games against Myth. We had good games against Anubis. Obviously, we want to close it out now. We had a bit of a rough end against Anubis, but yeah, we are totally fine without Vents. Now we want to push all the way through the playoffs, and yeah, let's just see where it ends.
Yeah, we feel your energy, man. And as the main rifle of the team, who do you think is the best rifle from your opponent, from Lazarus?
I guess the best rifle should be Awesome, but he tends to play sometimes up, sometimes the shotgun. He's a versatile player, but he should be the strongest rifle of the team.
So one final question before I let you go to prepare for the match. You guys did, unfortunately, fall to Lazarus in the group stage 0-2. What do you think went wrong there, and what are you preparing for this match to change that?
Yeah, we had to get into our groove, get the nerves sorted a bit, but now we are even stronger. We managed to beat down Myth on a quick fashion 2-0, and we even made it close against Anubis. We are prepared.
Okay, well, that's great to hear. Thank you so much, Rain, and best of luck in your battle against Lazarus.
No problem.
Always great to hear from them. He seemed pretty excited.
Oh, yes, he seemed ready to jump into the first map already. And yeah, interesting that he mentioned, of course, Awesome. Awesome did have some wild like triple kills, quad kills yesterday on his own. Especially double pillars, we got to see that on the highlight today.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like he's got the best like spray control. Like in terms of those really clutch moments, he can go out there and just spray everybody down, get the job done by himself a lot of the times. But he was swapping a lot, and I feel like he wasn't quite at his extremely dominant performance from last year, at least. So
I do agree.
I'm still waiting for him to really like just pop off and do like a Beva style where it's like, oh, this guy just has 20 kills, you know?
Yeah, we could even see awesome switching into AWM when his rifle just was not working. That's always a good method when you have like 1.5, 1.6. You start to doubt you start to have lots of thoughts in your head. Then you just change your guns as, okay, let's just refresh in game and see what happens. And once you start getting kills with sniper gun, that's when you go back to the rifle, says, oh, I can get kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what happened yesterday. But of course, you shouldn't be having a 0-5 first of all.
Yeah, certainly a team effort on that one. And also, from what we could tell, you know, 40 has been such a huge component of the Lazarus lineup, but at least yesterday, I wasn't as impressed by him being able to carry as much from the sniper role. Do you feel like he'll be able to kind of match some of the other talented snipers from the other teams this time?
I think it's a lot of the environment of the entire team, because especially their strategy wasn't working. The entire team couldn't really bring it up. When the strategy is not working, if there's a person or two carrying the team, that's always great. But if your strategy is not working and if your team is based on the strategy compared to the other teams, then you can't really win. I think that's what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But today should be a different day. That's what we're hoping. We're hoping for another lots of extra rounds, golden round. We've had at least 1-2 every single day so far.
Yeah, and you could see there that Lazarus, of course, did take the 2-0, but also a cool kind of graph here where it shows that Lazarus is getting more defuses rather than kills. You know, just, of course, you got to get all the kills and then get the defuse. So retakes of the sites, maybe they are having a bit more luck.
Yep, this is, I think, the percentage of how they won in total by round.
Yeah.
So, yeah, surprisingly, we didn't really have C4. Yeah, it's blowing off. Of course, we do have some time over, but that's about it. Lots of defuses. And Lazarus actually had at least defused. They wanted to go for a retake. They let that space open sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we do have the map ban pick here. Let's see. We have sub-base banned by Lazarus. Not a huge surprise there. Now, what is PENTA Sports going to ban, I wonder? Port is going to be taken off. I would have assumed that they would leave Compound, but I wasn't sure if maybe they would have gone for an Ankara ban.
Well, we've only seen Port once, I believe, throughout day 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Surprised to see another ban on Port. Maybe it's about the overnades that Lazarus is really good at. And lots of Ankara because of that, too.
Yeah. So Ankara and then Compound and then Black Widow. So going to be pretty interesting. I think we were lacking a bit of Ankara yesterday. I'm not sure exactly why. I mean, we had maybe one ban on it, but just didn't really get to see it too much yesterday. So
yeah, lots of Black Widow for sure. And
yeah.
Those were always fun to read the rotation. It was insanely fun. And let's see, because Ankara is certainly a map where you do see a lot of those sniper presence near the quarter boxes, and especially the air duct, where Lazarus is supposed to be good at, but day 1 and 2 didn't really get to see much of Ankara first of all, and Lazarus, their blacklist side was especially weak for some reason.
Yeah.
Let's see how they managed to overcome that today.
Well, they had at least a day to perhaps get some scrims in and practice a bit, so we'll see what they do have prepared. I think that phase, he had that little spot over by the office. Maybe he'll try to abuse that a bit here, especially if they do get onto the blacklist side to start. But either way, guys, we do have the map loaded up. Let's jump on to Ankara for the first map of the night. Here we go, jumping onto the first map of the night. Always exciting to get into this one. as you can see, Lazarus, they have a good win rate overall on this map.
And they do love to go B bottom. That is their place. Penta, are they ready? This is a quick attack in round 1. Get ready. Terror, flash ready in his hand. FaZe right next to him.
Ooh, nice little headshot. He's able to drag into 2, and 40 took a huge amount of damage too. So a pretty great defense so far here from the side of Penta.
Here at the base spot, but there's a second person jumping right on top. Could not get a single target. Awesome does manage to jump into that B site, but only 2.
So it's 40 and Awesome. Definitely a couple of guys that can carry, but maybe too big of an ask here. 2v4. Not going to be easy for them.
Still some time left. Not that many smokes and flashes. Will be coming in with the flash. 40 goes down. Awesome. No chance at all. Penta, an easy defuse. Just lost Terror in the middle.
Yeah, and you know, Niels in the interview, he was like, man, these guys, if you can't track them, sorry, I just kicked the table once again.
Gotta watch your feet sometimes.
Yeah, gotta watch your feet. But yeah, they're kind of random, but here it was pretty straightforward. But Niels said these guys can always out-frag you, they can always out-aim you at times. So I think we saw a little bit of that there, as FaZe now just gonna pick up a clean kill onto 40 to get it started here once again.
Of course, Sankara to mention again, basically the only map that actually has a higher win rate from the Blacklist side compared to every other map. And that's the same for EUMENA, just by about 2%, 51 to 49. But especially Lazarus, they excel pushing B bottom and A from air duct. Spotted by Chills.
Just getting a couple of free kills before the push even begins, as Loons and Vice, though, they are able to clear out the top here. So immediately traded back, and they make it 3v3.
And not really coming in immediately. They do want to get that set up. Flash will delay the retake from Penta. Even with FaZe, all 3 coming through the passage.
Wasn't sure about that one. The flash is now coming in. Awesome gonna take the stairs here as Vice. He was flashed, but Awesome's got a great angle to take him down. Terror comes in from behind and picks up 2. Make it 3, actually. He clears out the entire site by himself.
Yeah, Terror actually went into the site early. So, and Lazarus, I guess all 3 of them lost track of where he actually went to. And he jumped off and then came up the stairs. Amazing movement. And Penta actually running away with 2 already. And after that, smoking towards the office, pretending like they have the office and hold at least 2 or more people. This might actually give false information to Lazarus. Yeah, Loons certainly did give that information to his teammate, saying, okay, there's at least 2 smoke towards office.
Seems like Lazarus taking it a little bit slower this time. 1 rush to B bottom and 1 rush in through A after a couple of them got sniped. So curious to see how they will change their strategy now after a couple of their rushes do not work.
Yeah, with that early info, gathering 4 of them to actually sweep through the office, but of course there's no one, which will delay the attack at least. And I think, yeah, Terror in that bait spot watching B bottom with FaZe. Chills still on that AWM. So basically it's 2 snipers towards B.
Niels opens it up from mid somewhere. So now the push comes in. Loon's going to pick up the early kill. That's a couple of entries here for the side of Lazarus as they get on to B.
Good smokes, so it can be an easy plant at B side. Being long, it is. They've got it fully covered. Can Chills FaZe 2 snipers, and they couldn't rotate already. They just have to go through the smoke. This will be incredibly hard.
Yeah, you can see already Rain getting poked a little bit here as a couple of kills. Headshots do come in. Rain trying to go 1v5. And he is so low on health. That's just going to be an easy spray for Loons through the wall. And Lazarus finally do strike back.
Yeah, great entrance towards B-side. The smoke early setup was perfect. It seemed like this is the round where Lazarus is supposed to get. And PENTA Sports there, slight, I would say, off positioning of FaZe. Actually backed off towards Yard, and Chills was right next to him. FaZe all the way out, misses his shot. And Lazarus now, a hard run towards B-side. They were trying to hide, but getting one.
Yeah, they were charging into him. He actually has taken 2 now. Terror showing up big tonight. As Awesome is able to snipe one back, make that 2, and 40's coming in with the AK. These guys are changing roles, but it doesn't matter. As Rain able to pick up 1, and now he's going to back off. He knows he has some time.
Pretends like he's going around the yard.
Yep.
But comes back through B bottom. Awesome with an AWM 40 with the rifle.
They have no idea where he is. That's 1 free kill.
Awesome's low HP, but he's hiding.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Should hear the reload. He's just trying to check everywhere. Sees the long plant.
The moment he steps out from the box, he'll be gone.
Ooh, doesn't have the angle, and Awesome just pops out and pops him down.
They didn't exactly know where Awesome was, so he was trying to bait with the defuse. Thinking that he might be actually coming from B long. It was a B long plant. But it was not the case. The Psychology War actually won by Awesome there.
It was definitely a really good play from him. And that's a big morale boost, I would say, for Lazarus, because last couple of matches, they would go down early by a lot as Vice. He's running in. That's not going to work this time. Terror with another double kill. This guy's just all about the multi-kills tonight. And the rush will be stifled. Daniil's shot from behind. And Awesome is the only one left.
Sweeping through, searching for the last person. Here he is. Awesome. Back into the AK. Fine Chills. That's a second kill.
Okay. So now 2 kills to Awesome. Only 3 more left as he does get shot from the side here. That is going to be the end of that. So 3-2 in favor of PENTA Sports right now after a pretty good defense there. I do think that Lazarus were kind of rushing it a bit on that last round, though.
Yep, we've been seeing that a lot. Okay, let's go B similar tactics until it breaks. B bottom from the B office, and then eventually PENTA, they had FaZe at the right spot. Before that, he was actually towards the yard, so that was a real problem. And PENTA did go down very early. This case, FaZe spots them early on. Okay, Terror, get ready. He's got those shots from the bait spot, so that was an easy defense. Now, what is Lazarus actually going to do? The A top did work once, but their another favorite is just to smoke out the yard side, the B entrance, and then just go straight, literally straight from their base to the other base. Yeah, and then split A or B. That has been one of their like specialty, I want to say.
Yeah, I'd like to see them slow it down a bit, actually. I think that Lazarus sometimes on Blacklist, they just want to go, go, go. They have their set strategies. They know exactly what they're doing, so they're like, okay, we're just going to go for this and not waste too much time. But I don't know, strategically, they should be the stronger team, whereas perhaps PENTA Sports is some of the better fraggers there on their side. So if they could potentially just isolate and get a good strategy going and take it a little bit slower, perhaps that would be the way.
Yeah, Lazarus, especially when they're pushing from the Blacklist side, they do love to test both sides and see who's actually playing better on that day, who's actually feeling really good on their aim, and then they would poke to the weaker side. And I think B, FaZe plus Terror, that combo is back on 100% right now. So yeah, better move towards A. I think that's a smart option.
I would agree. You know, even after they got sniped a couple of times, they still were able to make it into A and make it extremely close. So maybe they will return to that strategy. Let's see as we are back onto the map.
Still PENTA leading 3-2. As we do see Lazarus running straight on. Here we go.
Now Jin is here. He's going to spot one, or all of them rather. Spot them all himself.
Yeah, FaZe going down is a big problem. Terror's there, but that's an information that Lazarus, they do know this.
Terror trying to pop out. He does pick up one, but not quite enough as the site is already taken. Pops out there at a nice timing, but Chills just pistols him down.
There's 40 right outside the window, and he does bring down Chills. That's another quick round for Lazarus.
Yeah, so Lazarus taking the exact opposite of my idea to heart, going as fast as they possibly can, right down the middle, and it worked out for them.
This is all part of their big picture strategy. I mean, to waste less energy in their first match, so they can go into second map and maybe not even the third map.
It's big brain.
For another best of 3, because the best of 5 awaits in the grand final.
You want to be warmed up, but you don't want to be too tired, so
that's right.
Just take quick rounds and try to just outgun them, get your hands warmed up with a bunch of firefights straight up.
Oh, but they took your word, Valdez. All of a sudden, only taking the office. 40 getting Chills from the yard. That's big. So the midsection is cut off. And what's the move after that? You still go B. And they know exactly who's there. It has been FaZe plus Terror combo. And just Niels watching the quarters alone from the base side, from the passage. Can't really get extra information.
Pretty good timing there. Vise is like, oh, I guess they might be expecting this.
Niels right next to him in the air duct.
Yeah, that's a free kill.
Rain just came out at the perfect timing.
Yeah. And with that, they're going to charge into B. Try not to waste time. A FaZe with a huge flick there. Not able to hit the second one, but Terror's got the angle from B bottom. This is looking good for Penta, but that's awesome with the headshot over the top. FaZe is trying to get some work done with the pistol.
And now Jin joins the fight from the yard side in the B-bomb side. Loon's trying to do what he can from the side. Jin takes one down, awesome. Trades, but Rain does come in handy. He ran from all the way from air duct. Quick action.
Awesome has been really good on these entries, but a little bit unfortunate for him that he could not get that spray down through the smoke there at the end, because he used all his bullets and then it was like, shot from behind by Rain, not able to respond or react on time. So a close one. Chills, he's really doing it, as these two guys are like competing for AWM kills here. But Neil's gonna put an end to that.
that was a little too close. Yeah, when you're zoomed up, if you see an enemy right in front of your face, sometimes, yeah, you do get surprised. But here's the thing. Again, yesterday when Lazarus, when they were suffering from the results, round scores, 40 wasn't really getting any kills. I think that was another reason why they were being so quiet. If he keeps on going down like this, that might create another problem for Lazarus. But so far, they did make an entry into A top. And Jin, I think he was only looking for information, not his own death.
Probably not looking for that, I would agree. And they spot Rain there on the backside. It's a nice amount of information now as multiple grenades coming in from the front of A. So Lazarus could be ready for a push to come in through here.
First guy through the air duct. Gone. Terror does manage to get one and FaZe.
Oh!
What is happening all of a sudden at A top? There's Vise. Gone.
Just taken out. FaZe swaps over. Has the M4 and makes it happen. So FaZe and Terror, just like you were saying, I mean, these two guys are so on point right now. You just don't want to go where they are, I would say.
But even if you dodge them and go A, they come back to the A side.
Yeah.
The duel from the B, that's the problem. You got to make them split somehow. And I think a yard push actually might be the best. In knowing that their position is near the FaZe is near the box, Terror is out and B long. But we'll see. Lazarus having different thoughts. This is the last round of the first half.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think that another push through mid could be nice. Try to pick one of them off so they can't work together. Or just, you know, take them by surprise once again. You see they are gearing up for a mid to B bottom push.
This is a weird set of action because Penta, they already have office control, the phase in the entrance. Jin right above him.
He's just able to easily drag that one onto the kill, and Chills wins the firefight mid against Niels, which is huge.
And they're in B, but already trapped inside with 3 members only. B Long is controlled by Penta. Yard is controlled by Penta.
Okay. Loon's little cheeky, aggressive poke out there. He's able to pick up 1.
Oh, this is getting interesting. Loon's trying to go back from the B bottom. Also gets one more. Rain goes down from the yard. FaZe does respond.
Yeah, Awesome is just doing too much work over here. Just by himself and Vi's in the bait spot. FaZe, he's going to start the defuse. Just try to bait him, but Awesome is just too on point. And he is able to clutch it so many times in a row in that round.
And first half, 4-5, 5-4. Not too bad for either team, but I would say Lazarus, their blacklist attack really started to work this time. Very different from what we have seen yesterday. So I think we're getting high hopes that they might actually be playing a lot better in the second half. And same for Penta. If the duo, the amazing duo, if they cannot be stopped, Lazarus, it might be a little hard when they're trying to defend against them now.
Yeah, I would say that I think that overall Lazarus are playing better, like every single player, but also Awesome is kind of beginning to reach those high highs that we asked before the match even began. So that's a really good sign, I think, if you're a Lazarus fan. I think that the players have really come to play tonight. And even though, of course, we had the player pop out of the lobby, so we had to remake it, he still ended like 3 rounds with 7 kills, and he had a bunch more before the remake as well. So yeah, right, putting up the numbers.
Right before that, I think Awesome and Terror had, for a moment, they both had like 9-3.
Yeah.
And that was only in round 4 or 5. So they got a lot of kills stacked in the first half, for sure.
Yeah. Just both of them really pulling it together for their teams, respectively. So now, here at the half, let's see how Penta Sports want to navigate this blacklist side.
Attack. Awesome's already down here with 40. 5 rifles. And this is in total control phase. Does manage to jump over and escape. And because of that, Rain actually, I thought it was going to poke into the B bottom. He does go back out because Terror, he's somewhat in control of A bottom now. Only Niels, who actually doesn't know what's happening.
Oh, this is so cheeky. You can get away with this sometimes if it's, especially if it's just one guy, just not looking there at the right time.
And a quick plant. And with the smoke set up, so Terror's gotten a good deal, but Loon's jump.
Yeah, and Terror, he was trying to kill too many people at the same time, I feel. Vi's with a double kill now, as Rain is trying to go 1v3.
Oh, the defuse is completed.
Oh, okay. Just like that. Just a little bit too slow to come on over, I suppose, from Rain. Not his fault, because his entire team lost the firefight on the site. And that is going to be a nice little defuse timing from Lazarus.
That retake was way too quick. And I don't think Penta expected them to come in that quickly. Because the smoke just started to pop. And after a few seconds that you have to wait a little more for flash and that timing. But instead of throwing all the flash, they just went straight in. Penta Sports, yeah. Pretty surprised with that timing. But as long as you can make it work, Lazarus, they don't know how to stop today.
It's very high tempo feels. Just as we were talking about, maybe just trying to get their hands warmed up. Nice try from FaZe, but that is not going to pay off. Terror is there to spare the blushes, but it's a lot of health lost here on the side of Penta Sports.
But still, Chill's holding that AWM 40 up on top near B. Trying to guard who's coming from Yard, but he's got his teammates. Yeah, 2 teammates right below him. Leaving A site open. A smart idea. When you know your enemy is that much damaged, when multiple members. I think B side is a safer place to guard.
They got a couple of guys pushing a bit through the front yard, just trying to get some information perhaps and see if they can find anyone. But Vise is going to be on defense duty. He pops down and gets low health Rain and a bit of damage into Jin. So grenade comes out, and there's your first grenade kill of the contest today. Nice to see it. I think that's number 10. Loons is able to pick up a kill here through the box. Everybody's just so low health that it's kind of easy pickings here for Lazarus, who get a second round here on the global risk side.
Their rotation was great. They got to hold the position. Yeah, leaving one side open, I think, is a safer option when you are, of course, having more members. Penta there, they did overextend a little bit. Can't even say overextend because they were trying to go into the air duct. The timing wasn't perfect for FaZe. Here we go with the quarter fight. Loons does manage to escape with that Wolf's headshot. Nicely done.
I feel like I'm watching the America Division with the quarter fighting here. We don't see this too often in EUMENA, but we get it this time around. Lazarus are just, they've been let loose.
Loose a little too much. Only standing with 2 members now, 40. Awesome. It seems like Awesome really wants to get on his hands on some sniper action. And 40, yeah, often on the AK today. Maybe not feeling as good with an AWM. Flashed, but this is a cheeky spot. He can actually go around the entire squad of Penta.
He knows they've entered, but he has to play this pretty much perfectly. Here's the timing, gets one. Doesn't know where the others are, they're right next to him. And he's just gonna get flanked. A nice try by 40, but it was not meant to be.
He was in a weird spot where he is supposed to... He saw one and he's supposed to see at least one more nearby, but the other 2 were actually on the other stairs where he couldn't really get the angle. It was a good chance though. The sneaky play didn't really work out with the 1v3. But Penta, because of that, chasing Lazarus. Matching the score 6-6 now.
Lazarus have been playing pretty aggressively overall on both sides, so you see that Penta there just even using some grenades here over in the office area, just trying to stifle or stem off any aggression and try to slow things down here, kind of play on their hind heels for just a bit.
Yeah, Niels, he did have a pretty good result of day 1 and 2, but leaving A side to a single rifle, not many teams actually do this. He's having a lot of pressure and expectation from the team.
Yeah, and it feels like Penta have a pretty good read on the strategy so far after the swap. Here comes Niels.
Oh, Rain right next to him. Oh, the timing just wasn't perfect for the headshot.
And that's your entry, you know? Nobody else is here. Congratulations, Penta. You can go up, you can plant that bomb, and it's going to have to be a 4v5 retake from Lazarus. Again, this is something, as a team, they're more confident with, but down to man, it won't be simple.
Certainly not, but with 40 taking one more down. Quarter, okay, there was one air duct, but the quarter seems quite empty. He's got to check the other angle. Here's the entry.
Okay. Loons gets that shot down. This is going to be a good defense as FaZe, Chills, and Terror just line them all up. FaZe wins the sniper war against 40 on the entry.
Yeah, pretty quick. Lazarus, they were trying to wait for 40 to open from a bottom, but FaZe was actually hiding from the passage from the BL base. So that timing did not work out for 40 at all. But still, great to see some of those sniper kills coming along for Lazarus. I think that really helps the entire team. But Penta in the lead now.
Yeah, I just feel like they've had some better reads here in Lazarus. Their aggression has been absorbed, I feel like, from Penta. And as you've pointed out, having only Niels on A, I'm not sure if that's going to consistently work, as we are having a bit of a push here into office, so Penta looking to take this part of the map.
Rain checking out anyone's Yeah, up the stairs. Usually a sniper would be sitting right there. And 40, he's got some quick little action on this spot in the last couple of days. That's why he's just poking with the control over to the office. You got to start moving. It's only 1:15 left on the clock. And again, moving towards a site. And only Niels, about 20 seconds ago, I believe Loons or another rifle actually came by a site and went back to their base.
Niels again alone. Should have seen that. He's going to flash and try to run now. As the rest of them looking to chase him down. Not quite able to get any damage onto Niels though, so that is an effective back away.
Doesn't exactly know. And Niels is actually right next to it. Immediate entry phase. Still in position. Stopping them from entering the site. All four of them.
Oh, and spray from Terror was okay, and he's able to show that everybody is there, but can FaZe clean this up? There is the flick with the pistol. He will go down, though, as Jin from the top, he gets assassinated. Lazarus will be able to take it down.
But still, that was slightly too confusing. As PENTA Sports, I think they 100% thought, okay, at least one person is coming around the quarters. So that's the reason why they spent two people, a bottom. But it was actually Lazarus, just all four running down from the passage. Worked out nicely. Their flash timing was also good. But a site does look like the spot where PENTA Sports, they can actually enter and plant the bomb at least.
Rain, he's getting shot from both sides there. As Awesome made his way into the garage. That is your second grenade kill. Vi's able to pick up Terror. And now Awesome, this guy is so aggressive. He's got his friends in the middle as well here. It's only FaZe left over. They're all just chipping away one by one onto Penta. And Lazarus get aggressive in the plaza and win the fights.
And Lazarus going super early into that base spot near the central passage. And they didn't just leave Awesome alone. They came for help whenever there was a jump towards that bottom spot for Penta. It actually worked out. I thought it was way too much pressure, way too much attention and men spent. Because Penta, for a second, they did have some movement towards A site with that C4.
Awesome tried to poke his head out there with the AWM. Not able to land anything. Perhaps got some information that Penta are once again playing on their hind legs here. Just waiting and biding their time, trying to slow it down. FaZe is going to get a pick here, though, as Viz was the first guy to poke his head out at the wrong spot.
Viz barely peeked out, and FaZe, he was ready. Super fast, even 40! Can he actually escape from the office? Okay, he does go back to the base, luckily enough, but with very low HP now. And Penta, they're trying to decide what to C4. Do we go B bottom? Okay, B side seems damaged. We hit 40.
And there are 3 guys right now from Lazarus on A. Penta are looking to rotate over there, actually, but Niels pops out, gets a kill. Terror able to trade it back.
Still matching the number 4-3. Penta still, okay, now going to be bottom. After checking a few more from A site. We saw some throwables coming down A bottom. So let's go a little slow, only 40 seconds. But it's certainly doable.
All of them coming on up here. 40, he's going to start off with the snipe. Low on health, but if he can do that a couple more times.
Was he able to spot Loons?
Well, he's going to know he's there now. And there's still no plant. There is still no bomb down on the site.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, he's coming in from the side. FaZe, though, getting that job done with the pistol, but Loons is going to go down to the pistol as well. Here comes the plant, and so many pistol kills in a row from Penta. They're able to secure the round. We are at 8-8, and I can smell that golden round coming already.
That B side was chaos. They ran out of many of them ran out of bullets. That's why they had to just pistol. And the angles were just not really good angles to cover. And a lot of them were actually also, especially 40 and Awesome, I believe they were super low HP. That's the reason why you saw some pistol kills. And the time was ticking down. And another had to plant a bomb. What a hectic round that was. Now, PENTA able to catch up to 8 again. Lazarus finally showing some respect towards A site. Neil's awesome loons ready for any type of attack towards A. PENTA, they did not really have a B long rush. Only a couple of setups.
Niels is getting shot at, but he's still looking to challenge, and he's going to get the headshot from miles away. That is pretty huge to start off. And he's got a lot of support on A now, so he can get aggressive like this.
PENTA, with that smoke, I think they do know that there's at least one extra person. And then up on A top. Less than 1 minute now with a member less. Where is PENTA headed? C4 still near quarters. Still thinking A. FaZe caught in rotation again.
Niels, he just has such great game sense. The guy has been around since the dinosaurs were walking on Ankara.
Really?
Yeah, I know. He's been around for a long time.
Wow. Ankara is an old map.
Yeah. He just knows Crossfire in and out, and the timings have been beautiful.
Oh, Rain. What? He just went through.
I feel like maybe he was spotted.
No, he's not.
He is not.
40's right next to him, and Vice. How long are you going to wait? Rain? Rain?
Take the free kill. He wants to go for more because they're down a couple members.
Yeah, they got the C4. Balloons? This is really happening.
Okay.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. Oh,
Loon spotted it. Did he? No, he did not.
Okay, that's a couple of kills, but Niels gets a third.
A lot of pressure from the B bottom, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. And they come awesome up the top. Terror shooting him through the box. He's able to get the kill, and he's not able to do it alone, though.
No!
Niels with 10 health. He is going to get the defuse.
Rain! All that wait for a loss.
It was hard. He was trying to take the riskiest risk.
He let few of the members through yard to go down into the B bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
tough moment. And Lazarus on a map point now.
Yeah. After surviving with 10 health, Niels did so much in that round.
He did 2 kills from A side alone, air duct.
Yeah, and then he got a third one. And I think he got 4, actually, because he got the final kill onto Terra as well with the pistol and the defuse with about 5 seconds left. So the guy, he is pretty good. He's, you know, he makes up for any poor rounds that he had in the past. That's for sure.
Oh, and Rain. A poor guy. Niels, he's creating this a barrier around A site.
Yeah.
This is my zone.
And PENTA are going to respect that. They say, yeah, I mean, we're not going to try this again, but this isn't going to be easy either. 40 has been holding down this spot pretty well. He's got Vice right there with him. It's pretty good defense so far here from Lazarus. Oh, that's a nice flash, though.
40 does let the C4 go into the site.
Oh!
And FaZe has been ready through the smoke. What a shot.
That is gigantic. So now everybody has to rotate over here.
Yeah, no chills here.
No chills. FaZe even taking a bunch here as Terror goes over. He's going to go down. FaZe with the flick. He does get shot, though. And that's going to do it. That's going to be the end of the round. Lazarus will pick up the win as they barely get the defuse and take the map 10-8. Down to the wire. Lazarus get the job done. Nerves of steel. And here we go, we're on to compound. You can see that these two teams don't have the best winning rate on this map, but that might not matter as we're getting into the action already. Just throwing themselves at each other. Niels is holding down the fort here, but FaZe is going to win in the end in the pillars.
Because everyone went out into the central passage, a lot of the map actually open. Now, 3v3 with 40 very low HP, but he's a sniper, so that might not matter as much, especially when he's up against FaZe. And the C4 slightly thinking about B site, but they couldn't really go into the site yet. As from the double pillars, you do need to check a long way, lots of base spots. Slowly sweeping through, that's Terror plus FaZe. But Vice right on the bottom, waiting for those two.
Vice and Loons holding down B. This could be pretty good for them if they avoid it. Yeah, Vice just got to pop out and pick up a headshot real quick. That is pretty huge for him.
Jin enters the B site from the entrance.
40, able to pistol. He's got like 2 health. And him coming in and allowing Vice to just focus on FaZe meant that they were able to hold on.
What it was actually very close. I think Lazarus was expecting a B push and not really going out far too long, especially because 40 had very low HP. FaZe again popping. Yeah, really quick.
Yeah.
Niels right there was waiting for his own shot, but FaZe, of course, he will check every angle.
You'll remember that Lazarus did do a bunch of double pillar stacking where Niels would poke out with the sniper.
And Awesome's right behind the pillar.
Exactly. And you saw that Penta threw a grenade right at that spot. So they were also watching the games.
Oh,
they
yes,
know
they
how
did.
Lazarus liked to play GR on this map.
And it was only Niels this time. That's the reason why. But Awesome is in the second room. Still approaching B site, though.
Ooh. Fortunate for him, but he's got teammates to back him up. Rain with a couple of kills, though.
Here, FaZe plus Chills right next to him. Ready from the center plaza. Enters the B bottom servers. Now only 40 from A side with that AWM. Can he actually make it happen? Enters the B entrance, immediately shot down. Rain ready for him.
Yeah, pretty big round there for Rain. Able to pick up 3 kills on the entry there into B. And I like this focus from Penta Sports onto the B site. One time through pillars, one time trying to go through mid.
Lazarus feeling the pressure. Grabs and holds that A room. Even throws a smoke there. So with that info, Penta instead quickly moves to central. Pushing towards A. It can happen. There are a few more members towards A long. Great wall shot, by the way.
Yeah, he just got chipped away through that wall. Just really accurate there from Jin on the entry here, as now they have secured the A site.
C4 now in, being planted. Right in the middle.
Awesome right there, taking out the MVP of Penta with a quick headshot.
Still getting ready in position for Lazarus, trying to come in from both. A long an entrance.
Rain again with the clutch headshot. Terror with another, and it's only Niels and Awesome here. There's really not enough time. Gonna be able to pick up the 1, but you gotta go. There's only 5 seconds left. That's not enough time to kill everybody and get the defuse, and that's just gonna be the win here to Penta Sports.
Yeah, after losing 5 from A long, the two are basically saying, okay, you want to go first? Hey, you first. I'll let you go first, please.
Yeah.
And that wasted about 5-6 seconds. Yeah, they knew their fate on that round. Very rough, but they actually did enter pretty early. And Lazarus said, we thought it was possible after Awesome getting that kill onto FaZe. But not quite this time.
I want to see 40 get the big flank again. Just coming behind 4 people in pillars. That was so funny. Didn't really work out too well for him, but He made sure to tell his opponents on that day that it did happen.
What I want to see is Rain going to a bait spot again and letting few of his enemies pass him. If he's actually willing to take shots this time. But this is certainly a spot where you can be caught off by a sniper who's holding a spot right next to the pillar. Now Penta shooting through the box, putting some pressure towards the double pillars. There's Awesome plus Niels in that position. Spotted.
Awesome. Able to pick up one, but the aggressive maneuver doesn't pay off too much for him.
And there's Vice on the right. Near the B entrance. FaZe, of course, he doesn't know exactly where he is.
Let's see how this goes. Vice in a very aggressive position. He's going to lose the fight 1v2 as Jin from above him is able to help out Chills.
And a member down, Lazarus might actually leave A side open. They do have some available angle from B. Going for a quicker backup from the respawn.
All right, let's see it. They push in onto 40. That's going to be a nice little shot from Chills. Spots Loons in the back there, and that's going to be Penta into the A site. Loons trying to enter aggressively, gets the kill.
Has the info, one out in A long, one at the site.
Oh, number 3 already. The grenade kill's coming in big. And Niels, he's in a lot of trouble here. He's got to hit a couple of heads, I think. Oh, he gets hit again. Not looking good for him. That's going to be Penta with yet another round to win here. The Blacklist side looking pretty promising for them.
Leave 3 in a row for PENTA Sports. Lazarus, their compound, usually when they go aggressive in the Central Plaza, they do much better. But you're certainly having a lot of trouble reacting against what Penta is doing. Penta's just taking a lot of time letting Lazarus come to them, which is a lot of the strategy that we saw from Anubis yesterday. Ooh. Quite a dangerous setup. Yeah, Snake had that position yesterday where Vice was.
So a really huge stack there.
But with his teammate plus Awesome in that A room. So this is stacked A room cover.
Yeah.
They're expecting this because they never really had any long pressure. It was always B side, Central Plaza, smokes, flashes.
Yeah.
For the past 4 rounds.
Okay. Niels, not bad.
And because Niels, he's out so far, he can actually give information and buy some time for his teammate to come from A long to B. It's a risky position for both. Shot landed.
Yeah. Hit him in the...
Maybe in the arm.
Yeah.
The arm, legs, you don't go down immediately.
And Niels still hanging around, being a nuisance. Vice with a good pop out there. Looks like somewhere in mid, able to take another guy down. Niels with another snipe. He's going to spot Rain.
He's feeling confident. He thought he can win. Clearly. It's the last guy.
Yeah. Didn't have to do that, but he wanted to. It's important.
Just to be in the highlights. Still 42. Rain goes down phase alone here. Awesome. Ooh. There's a headshot by Loon right next to him. Runs out of bullet and can't handle that.
Yeah, so pretty clean win there from Lazarus. It was kind of just, you know, 1 by 1, kill by kill.
They also mostly, Niels actually guarding the B site and fully controlled.
Yeah.
Also Penta just one at a time walking into him. Sort of weird.
It's clear that they give Niels a lot of responsibility as a player. Shouldn't be a surprise.
This setup again, but Awesome in the second pillar today.
This is the way it goes, you know. This is the bait spot. Let's see if it works again. Awesome gets one, but not quite the value he was looking for.
You can only do that too many times. Got your miracle yesterday, not as much today. Yeah, all 4 teams should know this, of course, including themselves.
Yeah. All right, let's see the push now from Penta. They are looking to go from mid to A. Just kind of running in. That's a good timing from Loons. Pops out, and 40's right there to help out. Making it now a 2-on-2. Not the cleanest entry from Penta. I think Lazarus very well prepared for that.
And Vice came from B, nearby, trying to jump on top of the plant if they can. Now let's see. Not really going out to A long at all. Terror
the wall.
hiding at the same spot.
Yeah, they might not expect this.
They might think it's on A long plant.
He's going to try to poke out and get the guy.
Spotted though by Vice.
Oh, spotted. Yeah, he's down 3-3. As that will be another defuse. We've had so many in this contest. And Lazarus loving the retakes. Able to tie it up. It was looking a little bit dire there at the beginning of this map.
Yep, catching 2 in a row from a 3-1 score. Ooh, Lazarus really working their way in. Oh, 3 of them. Wanted to have another grenade kill, but there's no one near that spot at all. And Penta, maybe this is the time to go in a room. You've heard that many grenades,
yeah,
which means that, okay, this should be empty or maximum 1 person.
Currently just 40 around the area. And no committal here from Penta. Looks like they might want to play it a little bit slow once again.
Yeah, when you have that information that Niels he's always guarding towards the B room or even up to double pillars. Yeah, killing that angle with a smoke and entering from a central plaza is another really good tactic from PENTA Sports. It gives you a lot of options. You can just go B bottom or back to A from the GR base side. It will force a huge rotation of Lazarus away from them.
Still 5v5, a little bit different from the last couple of rounds we've seen. That's a good smoke timing. So you see that Jin is trying to poke his head out and maybe make his way into this site, but not going to happen.
About 52 seconds. Slowly moving into the B room. Where are you, Niels? You know you're out there.
He is near them, but not in that room. Specifically, here down in the servers. 36 seconds, they gotta go. And into the site they do go. Bunch of flashes come in, but Awesome is right there to support. He does get flanked, but Niels with the snipe, and he's gonna get a second kill with the pistol. Niels has been so clutch to hold this down once again, and now that's 3 rounds in a row here for Lazarus, who are really turning up the heat.
That's the presence of Niels right now for PENTA Sports.
Yeah.
He should be here. He should be guarding from the double pillar or the sniper spots or the base spots. He's not there. Where is he? And then the moment they jump down, he's all the way in the back of a B-bomb site. And not just the kills, he bought a good amount of time for the other to join into B site later. Oh, this is pretty quick for Penta. Sneaky, actually.
And right into the crosshair of 40. But he is kind of all alone here. Trying to get that pistol shot. He is going to get it, and Awesome's right here once again. He is so quick to come over and support. And Bay's all alone. 3 kills for Awesome, and 4 rounds for Lazarus in a row. This is, feels like, you know, finally they're warmed up, you know? It's like kind of the feeling I'm getting now.
Their position is completed on this map, which is not the same from last year, but against Penta is working near perfectly after losing a couple, of course, towards B. But it's also, this is what's surprising. It looks like Niels, of course Niels, he's getting those shots in, but Penta is checking at those spots.
Yeah.
Without flashes, without smokes, and alone.
Okay.
Okay, Chills did get a good response, but Penta shouldn't be letting those happen too many times. Yeah, Penta really has to work together to push at towards B. Oh,
man.
That's a hard angle to be shot from.
And it's rough for Penta. It's like if you're not getting the picks, you're getting picked. And then if you run in, you're also losing the rounds. But this time, it's actually working for them. They get on in, but Vise is able to trade one back elsewhere in the central plaza.
He came out from the double pillars. Got an easy kill against Chills, who had no idea. And also can't really get the bomb yet because this guy's right here next to the plant. The moment he hears the bomb going down, he'll come out in a split second.
Yeah. You see FaZe is just begging him to peek, but not sure that that will actually happen.
And Lazarus, they know because, with Vise on the other side, it's not going to be B. A safe plant right in between.
And both of them are looking at the say long. FaZe now turns around. Not sure that he saw Vise.
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it.
Timing was off. Yeah, Loons trying to get the attention.
Oh, but he did get the kill. Did FaZe, but that's going to be a second kill there for Vise. I think it's his third as well in this round. So 6-3 for Lazarus here on Compounds, just putting up a huge performance at the half.
Yeah, after 1-3, Lazarus takes 5 in a row. From 1-3 to 6-3 now. And out of those 5 in a row, I think almost 4 retakes.
It's their specialty. It certainly does feel like that is where they feel comfortable.
Yeah, but we just saw the percentage, I believe, 29% Blacklist?
Yeah.
That's like the lowest percent we've ever seen so far.
It's worse than what Penta Sports had on Blacklist, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's certainly the number because Lazarus hasn't been... they were attacking quickly into A side, B side on Compound, but were most of the times...
Oh, the flip!
Chills! Oh my goodness!
3 in a row. Make it 4 maybe. He's trying to get 40 here. The pistol battle. Hops around and loses it, but a nice try.
And meanwhile, Awesome has been sort of trapped or looking for his fighting chance against 2 players.
Yeah, got to take a risk when you are this far behind. That's going to do it for that round.
This is a huge round, I feel. That when Penta, they cut the streak of Lazarus, first of all, this is the beginning of the second half, and Chills, he was just willing to go out and say, okay, I'm going to be the person that's going to turn the mood around, turn everything around, and this might just be the start that Penta needed.
It's definitely really important. Somebody's got to step up and make the big play. Otherwise, maybe that would have just been their hopes dashed in this entire tournament after a great showing.
And Lazarus there, knowing that FaZe is always watching over some sneaky angles, especially through the stairs for the first 15 seconds. Lazarus spending a lot of their men. They're trying to push into double pillar the first room. But he's got his combo all the time.
Let's see how it goes. Nades thrown out, but FaZe still watching the door.
And Terror right next to him.
There's the free kill.
Even with the flash, he's pretending like Terror's not here.
Yeah. So Niels is going to get the one, and there's the smoke right on top of Terror. Oh, he knows. He's able to come out and spot him. Maybe he got the angle here from the window, not sure, but either way, that is a big catch by Niels.
So, yeah, all the action was near the B entrance from the double pillar, but the C4 was long near the BL base. So now picked up by Loons. But still considering a site also. Looking at a long, that's 40.
Yeah, big rotation coming in. Lazarus also using the entirety of the timer.
I like this. They're forcing FaZe away from his zone right now. Don't really have the info where Jin is, but should be only one, and he's gone.
Yeah, the entry kill once again, big from Loons. He's got help from Niels too, and you see FaZe. They just ran away from FaZe. They're like, no, we just don't want to fight this guy. And it was a good idea because those entry kills, very clean.
That's the rotation of Lazarus. Smart play, making sure the best playing player of your opponent team is on the move. So you can't really get the perfect shot. But if you look all over the board for Penta, it's about the same. Well, Jin Terra slightly lower, but they did better at the previous map.
Quick little firefight there. Vyze is not able to land the shots this time. Jin barely surviving. And Lazarus doing a great job of controlling the tempo once again. Just mixing up the timing of when they are going to go in for this push.
And also Penta so far from GR, not extending out to for the early grenades at all.
Ooh. 40 was checking there from a room, and he just got dominated by Chills.
Oh, quick headshot there against Jin. But there's also Terra right behind.
Oh,
checked
Niels
again.
Yeah, Niels just catching all the bait spots. That's 3 kills now for Niels. And FaZe, he's able to stem the bleeding a little bit. As they need Loons to bring the bomb in, they gotta lay these smokes down. He wants to get aggressive on the FaZe. There's a big rotation coming in, and the bomb is going to be planted.
FaZe to change into AK.
Oh, steps out. Chill's able to get the rotation there, and FaZe able to get the other kill. And Penta are able to clutch it. Chills and FaZe good enough to make it work.
That gun swap, I think, did the job. I'm pretty sure they were thinking, okay, it's going to be 2 snipers. We can just be near the guard or next to smoke, and they should miss the first shot. But pretty surprised of the timing that Chills came with pistol first. Yes, so far the MVP of the second half, Chills. Acting like a main sniper.
Yeah. He has been really consistent here for sure over the last couple of days. See that FaZe, he's trying to hold down multiple different angles here. Doesn't look like Lazarus will commit, especially because the bomb is currently in the middle of the map. And there's another one. Chills just lining them up and taking them down, much like Lazarus did when they were on GR.
And now, with 40 down, awesome.
Again! A third one on the round. Chills cannot be stopped here.
Because a sniper is not supposed to be there, first of all. And
4.
This guy is unstoppable.
He's probably telling his team, nobody take my kill.
Just give me information and not shoot. Okay, FaZe.
5 sniper kills in the round. Kind of an outlier, not what you see every day.
You know what? There should be an extra bonus prize for the players who actually get all 5 kills in a round. That would be a nice, like, mini MVP.
Yeah, they should make that happen. The ace reward. Pretty quick maneuver over here towards A long.
Jin does hear the sound from A long, so there's that backup of Chills. And also FaZe. Just checking for action. C4 just picked up from the base now from Loons. This will be one of the longer rounds, I feel.
Yeah. It's like they escorted Vyze into his lone wolf spot, into his little fishing spot, and then the rest of the team is going to go somewhere else. As a 4-man push is coming through the double pillars here, we do have Rain nearby in the bait spot.
Is this the moment where Rain just steps onto the accelerator and get the multiple kill.
Okay, well, 1 for 1. Rain was hoping perhaps for a bit more, but at least he's able to take one with him.
No, that's revealed. But Penta's still saying, there's one guy A long. Yes, spotted. So where is that C4 actually?
Double pillars at the moment. 40 is looking to tag someone down.
Vi's quick long rotation. It chills. He misses the shot of Vi's rotating.
All right, here it goes. Loons just jumping in, but there is the flick from FaZe. The spray is good from Awesome, but they're so low on this site. Awesome going to look for the one taps. As 15 seconds left, he's got to get this bomb down, and he will.
A low HP. And 1-1 each. Sniper rifle. And Penta, both of them trying to go in from the B entrance. There's at least no smoke. But Awesome peeks! At the perfect time, Jin does get the headshot, but Awesome, that's 4 kills on his own.
He did so much work in that round. Got 2 kills on the entry with the spray after Loons was kind of the punching bag. And then he swapped to the AWM and picked up 2 flick shots that were good enough to secure it. So 8-6 as Chills, they challenge him. They run down the middle and challenge him. Jin is able to clean up Niels. But it's still a fast rotation in. Jin with another kill, though. As 40 finally takes him down. The C4 is in the middle of the map.
Oh, that's right. They came into the site, but lost their member of C4.
Terror with the good timing there, but Awesome is behind them. Terror jumping in, gets a kill with the pistol. And Awesome has to clutch it again, but he cannot, as the pistol is too strong from FaZe. And PENTA Sports are making it interesting once again.
Yeah, very quick rush into the site. As PENTA Sports, they could have just waited because they saw that C4 in their entrance. But not needed when they have that much force into the site. Okay, Niels rushing in. Saw one going back. So in the middle of the transition, he finds a hole.
Meanwhile, Jin gets a free kill onto Vi's, but as you mentioned, they are in here. Chill's gonna pick up another. And so the entry, they found a hole, but now, can they defend this 3v5?
Only if they can actually get the kill onto Jin, who's still defending from a room. That will give them another angle option. But without that, it might be a little hard to go for the early plant. So Jin just checking for anyone, not really actively shooting. Yeah, Penta, they still have near the site controlled.
They're just slowly wrapping around here. He spots 40 through the smoke. Able to tag him. 5v2 now, as Awesome not able to get the spray down. Loons, he can get one. But it's not looking good for Lazarus. The swarm comes in, and 8-8 is going to be the score here. And so far, GR has been the much more dominant side for both of these teams.
Sometimes you think you are trapped out of your position, but as long as you survive, it creates this weird atmosphere. And that was Jin right there. He at least escaped and kept that information. Really well done by PENTA Sports, keeping chill after losing the site.
Lazarus with 3, quick in through pillars. They're trying to poke here just a bit. Not sure that they will commit. As Rain in the bait spot behind the box.
The master of waiting.
Who has more patience? Is it Rain or is it Awesome? I think Rain can just wait until the push actually commences, though.
Don't usually have anyone.
The timing! Rain finds
time. With the help of Terror from the other angle, 4 kills.
And that should be enough. Looks like 40 should have been spotted as well. They swarm him, and now Penta looking for their own 10-8. Just one more could do it, and with how many rounds they have now, it's looking pretty strong for them.
Lazarus, well, we saw the percentage, and I think that's still in effect for their blacklist push at least. Chill still nearby. It is indeed backing up to his teammates, but still, Rain Terror staying nearby that double rifle angle. Those type of double rifle position is sometimes 180 is better, but when you have them lined up, it does create a lot more firepower.
This time they're gonna check every single bait spot. Just go in, check, and then run. Not really committing to it. They have left Awesome here to potentially check when the rotation comes in. I do like the two defenders here in middle, though, for Penta Sports, expecting the rotation from Lazarus.
But one thing, you can line them up, but one big weakness, Flash. But he's actually going to poke. Okay, pretend like you're alone. Got the C4 down.
It's looking pretty good. Lazarus, though, they are going to challenge this. But Penta's got all the angles covered here in the central plaza. Awesome. He is just a crouching tiger there in the side, just waiting for the rotation. He does get the kill from extremely long range, picks up a second. Looking for a third. There's still 3 people over here, but no, Rain is going to challenge him. And from behind, FaZe gets the snipe. And this is going to a third map as Penta Sports will be able to take the 10-8 of their own.
Very quick back in action. Rain, FaZe, Rain, those 4 last kills. The B entrance, the side was not really smoked. And the moment Awesome actually got those long distance rifle kills, it was good for Awesome, but for the team, it was a little worse because FaZe, he has been hiding towards the base.
Here we are. Seems like we had an issue on startup, so will be a quick issue. I was like,
yeah,
I'm like, let's go.
And I see the map. I see the players moving. Oh, we have a player missing. Okay.
Yeah, just a slight issue. We have had this in the past, and we always say the same thing, and I'll say it now because this is the first time it's happened this tournament. It's better that it happens now and not in the middle.
So we don't have to remake the room in the middle, and when we stop
and then remake it again, and then have rounds. The extra.
Of course, extra rounds we do have to make the room anyhow, but
true.
Just in the middle, that remake is always somewhat of a hassle.
Yeah, so it's definitely the better way for it to happen. You know, just get them out of the way now so that we just don't have them later.
Yeah, that's a better way. But I was about to create some hype about Black Widow and the teams, but in a minute. Just in a minute.
It's okay.
Everyone's in there. No one disconnected or something. It was just a loading problem, maybe.
Yeah. Just one of the players had problem loading into the map, so we just start up the lobby again and jump right into it again and hope that there is no further issues. So excited to see who's going to go up against Team Myth. I think that from what we've seen and how equally matched these two teams are, I wouldn't be surprised if Team Myth are watching and they're pretty confident, actually. But who knows?
Yeah, this is actually, as was it Niels actually saying it's harder to wait?
Yeah.
In the higher seed, because right now 10-8, 10-8, you don't know who your opponent is going to be, and you have to think about a lot of those actions. Okay, we're finally in the game. Map 3, Black Widow.
See, so far Penta Sports have had more luck on this map. Ooh. This time, Penta Sports, they are going to
Chills.
start here on GR side, which I feel like should benefit them after the way this has gone, as Rain is...
I know.
He's trying to join the blacklist. He is switching sides.
How did he come all the way down here? What in the world? As Niels, no clue. He's not even going to peek towards him.
This is a really wonky position, as Awesome seems to...
Right next to him, but he doesn't know.
It seems like he's got some kind of...
Oh, Loons took him down.
Yeah, someone saw him, so they were able to clear him out. As you see now, Vi's getting aggressive here on a short. He's a bit alone. He's got Loons behind him, but a kind of a wonky start to this map here, as a lot of Lazarus are spread out, but Awesome is able to pick up another kill.
Through the double door. Good pick, Jin. Always the guy with the wall shot, but this time he will not win that trade. And the C4 with that A short, continuing from A short, still looking to go towards A. You could see that from the position of A long. 40 is looking towards some information, but no one's peeking out from the A base. As some rotation coming from Terror at least.
Oh, pops out. Nearly takes Loon's head off. Not quite going to work though, and he will retreat back to the waterway where Lazarus do not have any control. They are going into A short, and FaZe is waiting right for this push. Not able to land the shot though.
Chills. Did some damage, but not enough. Vice takes one down. So FaZe off the ground. And 40 still looking out for a long push. Terror trap goes down. Only Chills left now.
Hey, he's going to be in some trouble here. A couple of them popping out. He's only got a pistol and a dream. And that will be the first round win here to the side of Lazarus. Not the cleanest round we've ever seen, but sometimes, you know, first round of the map, both teams like to take it a little bit crazy.
That funky position of Rain really could have been at least a kill or better. But oftentimes when you have multiple not looking at you, it's really hard to choose the target.
I'd like to see some teams just get a bit crazy and start sending like one guy through doors occasionally. Because the EUMENA teams, they just never really do it. Or if they do it, they make too much noise, they throw a bunch of flashes, it gets really obvious, and then it kind of loses the surprise factor. But sometimes on Black Widow it can be difficult to just charge into the same two sites. As here they go. Gonna have his head taken off. Terror doing a good job of defending so far.
With a pretty good flash timing, they do manage to go in, and Chills in the middle tried to find an opening, but will be going down with some damage into Awesome.
Yeah, clean plants.
In that spot, peeks out and gets the kill at least. Great play through the smoke.
Still, it is going to be pretty difficult for Penta 2v2 to stop this from going off, because they got to get the defuse, but it's covered from the storage.
And no one coming from the waterway. Does not have time to go rotate, but takes one down. Only 40 jumped out the window. He does not know.
He was looking around. He's like, wait, what's going on? Where did my teammate go?
That was exactly at the timing where he was looking into the storage for a split second.
Yeah.
A bold move by 40 there.
This is a pretty huge start for Lazarus, who have been having a little bit of trouble with Blacklist on this map. To start off with 2 wins on these rounds.
And after that, all of a sudden they're expecting another GR push from Penta Sports. That's why Lazarus taking this slower. Okay, this is looking like the Lazarus that we know from the past, really controlling the pace back and forth. 40 is going to peek out and get a free kill.
That's pretty rough. And you see FaZe, he's not even going to go for the peek just yet. He's just looking at a short right now, actually.
Yeah, Rain's getting a lot of opportunities, but I feel like after those few potential like multi-kills, he's just getting greedy now. Has to stop those movements.
Yeah, more solid play perhaps. FaZe is in a lot of trouble. He's all alone. And Chills is coming over, but it's a little bit too little too late as he's going to be denied from coming in through the window. And Vice gets the free plants.
Flashed, but doesn't matter. The passage, the connector is still controlled. So we're taking one more down. Vice jumps in and gets Chills down. He is trapped. There's no way. There's Niels, but flashed. It doesn't matter. Okay, if you're flashed, I'm just going to steal that kill away. Vice with 5 and 1 now.
Good job by Vice to steal that kill. But yeah, the biggest thing here, 3-0 right now for Lazarus on the Blacklist side. They have come out swinging, and PENTA Sports have not been able to match this tempo or this level of play. Some wonky stuff, but some good entries here from Lazarus. And now PENTA are getting a bit aggressive here on the A short road.
Yeah, this was expected by Lazarus starting from the previous round. This time they actually built the pressure left Rain near the spot where he was baiting last time. But FaZe looking towards the window, long distance shot towards the water. And they're willing to go into the storage. East site pretending like it's empty. But there's Terror.
And Awesome has also found his little corner. See how he goes. He's looking for the kill onto FaZe here. As that will be easy for Terror to just pop out and take his head off. So not much of a push here from Lazarus this time around. PENTA finally finding some success.
And lots of time, but C4 is dropped near the plant. Vice in the storage, alone, 1v5, gets one down, but way too many members around him.
He knows that somebody should be going for the flank, but Rain is like miles away.
I know, he's just started moving.
Yeah.
And he's still very slow. Even when you know when the last member is down in storage, he's got to come.
Number 2. I think he knows that Terror's here. He's getting aggressive. Oh, so close. But Terror is going to be able to pick him off and deny any kind of hero play from Vice.
Vice, his play on this map, especially the shots, has been very accurate. Willing to go for the shots, aggressive plays. Chills. It's been... if that landed...
Ooh, but charging through the smoke this time around, maybe a little bit too aggressive. And now Lazarus, the trigger will be pulled as they are considering going down A short, but not quite going to commit to it.
Yeah, compared to the risk, Rain is not achieving much out of his play.
Look at Jin.
I see
Never
him
mind.
now.
don't look at Jin. I'm just
because of Rain's play. For the last 2-3 rounds, I think it gave awareness to Lazarus. They're willing to come around at any time.
Yeah.
And Lazarus just responding so much better with instant headshots, better aim. And 40 even with a rifle. Holding that C4 now. A long being checked. Chills. He's got a better cover with FaZe nearby. With only 3, I think it's better to just leave B side open. They do have 2 snipers. Basically full health, 5-man squad.
Here comes Awesome off the top and 2 snipe kills, but maybe a little bit too much firepower, or is it? Terror able to get a headshot elsewhere. As underneath, 40 is able to help out there, and so now 2v1 with control of the site.
Knows that Terror is down at the bottom before being planted. And I think they're expecting Terror to come from the passage. Finds him in the middle of the jump. Some damage went in. Awesome jumps towards Terror. Gets the kill. Another round for Lazarus. That's already 4 from Blacklist.
Relatively clean. Was getting a little bit worried there at the end when Awesome didn't immediately pick up the kill after getting the jump on Terror. Terror nearly able to clutch it, but yeah, this is all the Lazarus shows so far. Unless PENTA Sports can pull it around and get a streak of their own going, this is looking pretty dire for them.
They certainly need to get that extra push, especially PENTA. Going towards Blacklist. that many times, I don't think it was really worth it. After the first couple of tries, which failed, but it was worth it, I think, getting those valuable informations. But after those first two, I think it was too many. Now they really have to guard their own ground.
Perhaps a B push. There's 3 people from Penta on A right now. And Awesome's kind of just going to play point over there. Here come the flashes and the push onto B. Terror is all alone. He does pick up one. That's the 4th grenade kill, by the way, we have had so far today. They've all been in this one. As here comes Penta, pretty quick.
Through the door. Actually, 2 people down near the plant. And FaZe was not able to keep himself alive through the window. That's a big problem. Lazarus, they do have a lot of members. Penta's still 3 up.
Yeah.
But the position will be the problem. Jin takes 1. That matches the number at least.
Another kill. Jin right through the box. They're just swiping them here. And Awesome can't do it alone. They're able to sweep the site and get the defuse. Well handled by Penta, and I feel like Lazarus, they looked away for just the split second, and all of a sudden everything fell apart.
They actually had great positioning with that bomb plant. But Jin just poked at the right time sometimes.
Yeah.
Does happen. Great shots, by the way, by Jin right there. It's really hard to get those headshots and those easy, not so easy window shots from some distance. So Penta with at least 2. Now that they have controlled a little bit, are extending through the waterway with the smoke. They did have some really good response. And for Penta, usually when you have two snipers towards A, you don't really have an extra rifle nearby. But because Lazarus, they're pushing so much A through A short, A long, I think Penta's still aware that this is... Lazarus can always do it again. They've been doing same patterns for the other maps too.
Looks like A-Long again, but Chills just lines one up. Takes down Awesome as he was up there in the boost spot. And I think Lazarus might want to reconsider pushing here.
Heals.
Here's the rotation, so he picks up a free kill, but his entire team is just getting destroyed over here on A. As FaZe goes down and now Niels is all alone. Able to pick up one more kill, but he doesn't have much health left.
Flashed against 2 snipers. They will be... Oh, FaZe now with... yeah, with the pistol. He had an AK anyhow, so... Doesn't matter there, but a great defense. Lazarus, they did not know the 2 snipers will still be there after taking the initial shot. At least they waited for at least 15 plus seconds. I like the patience. Chills.
Chills is, he's doing what I asked for, actually, from the GR side, though. And Neil's actually just sneaking through the doors as well. So both these teams actually trying to get a little bit cheeky around that double door spot.
And after that, still putting immense amount of pressure towards A. That FaZe reaching out towards A long. Oh, it's Rain. Never mind. FaZe was right behind him.
Yeah. And now a pretty huge rotation over here to the waterway. Looking at another entry into B, perhaps.
Yeah, Rain this time is actually moving very quickly towards the base. Knows that B entry has to be the way for Lazarus. Kills 1, Terror takes down another, but response is good. But 3-2 trade in the middle.
It's looking pretty good for Penta. Now they got the jump on Niels here. Loons all alone and pretty easily gunned down by FaZe. Able to pull out that pistol. And this is exactly what Penta Sports needed. They needed to get a streak going here on GR. And it has been working out well.
And after that, even Penta is going to push another... Well, they at least tried, and Chills nearby the double window. a double door, and he will get one through the smoke.
He's been having a map, that's for sure.
And that's all. This is also, they're allowing this because 40 is oftentimes on the rifle today. Not really feeling great with that AWM.
Okay, nice little fight here from Jin. Gonna gun down Vise. And once again, it's just 5v3, and Lazarus kind of lost for where to push. Chills another kill under his belt.
A nasty shot.
Oh! Oh, I thought it was Chills. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, me too. The aim was, the crosshair was at the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Face just a little faster.
It's like a competition between these two snipers. And this is...
max kill? Again?
He was going for it, but it's okay. They do get the 5v4, and that's 4 rounds in a row for Penta. Note they were down 4-1 before they started coming back here. So let's see if they can continue with this momentum. Both teams have been having trouble with the Blacklist side, though.
Mm-hmm. At least Lazarus, they were able to grab a 4 away. So let's see if that can actually continue from Penta this time. Or they actually finished at the first half not too bad. They got their run. It was sort of, as a lot of the other teams mentioned, that Penta Sports, they're random. They do have lots of randomness to their strategy. But which was also very weird to see. Lots of rain just going all over the place from the GR side.
Oh, Chills. I admire the confidence. Just barely misses the tap there onto Niels.
And the real attack is actually coming from the site.
40 survives, though.
The sniper spot. But of course, the C4 is still near BL base. Only the first round of the second half. 40 switching position. It takes some damage from fighting the rifle A long. Yeah, leaving him alone in the A site. Full B site control, basically.
Yeah. Can be dangerous. You got to be careful if they throw a bunch of overnades and 40 gets caught out. You know, a couple smokes and then the sniper loses some value. Seems like Penta have identified this. They're trying to overwhelm him, and there you go. It's just the 1 kill. As they clear it out entirely and should get this plant pretty easily.
The rain. And Neil's actually doing so much work for Lazarus.
Yeah. He's been in this spot before, on the ropes, and he wants to make sure to give his team the best chance possible.
They were holding A short. Loses that 1-2.
Double
awesome.
kill. FaZe just has to try to run and survive. He's in the back. He stops one, but not going to stop the second. And that is going to be the defuse here, just barely, as Lazarus with yet another retake.
He almost had that cheeky play where if he got the second kill, he would have just wall-shot the one defusing. And that would have been enough time for him to actually get that bomb off. But the plans are plans. Can't always have the same play. Lazarus with that 5-5, matching in number.
All things are equal. Nice try, but not going to line up that shot. FaZe is, you know, speaking of randomness, this is what you talk about. Just a random sniper walking through smoke by himself, looking for a pick. This is not your average rush, you know? And FaZe is going to be able to get out without losing any health.
Yeah. Surprisingly, he takes no damage. Oh, some damage now with the grenade. But that's it. Vise in the quarter box. And he's not alone. Got a few more teammates right next to him, and the rotation actually going towards A short. We do see a smoke going near the stairs. But some information given from Awesome. He's down all the way at the bottom of A long towards BL. So having a great chance of either a B push or A short. Lazarus knows that this is coming very likely towards B. That's why they do have 3 members down towards B in the bait spot behind where the grenade was from FaZe.
As you mentioned, A short, another opportunity here, and slowly but surely, they are walking down this road. And there's only going to be 40 once again to try to stop it initially.
It's a big moment for 40, but he's got the A-long covered, so not as much pressure, actually.
Poking out, getting information, picking up a kill. Feels the pressure and even is going to get some damage into Chills. He easily did his job. Now it's up to his team to get the retake.
But with that position, that actually will reveal that there's someone else in the long.
Well,
but it also wins the duel.
It's awesome. So, well, he's dead. Chill's going to shoot him. And 3v3. Here comes Lazarus right through the window. Not sure if they were expecting this angle, as now a couple of kills, and they know where the last member, Jin, is. That's just going to be a kill. And another defuse from Lazarus.
What a retake.
These guys are pretty good at retaking. That is what we have seen.
Yeah, double from the passage, A passage. It seemed a little too easy to read. But they had the flash covered, and also Chills away from his comfort positioning. Well, he doesn't really have a comfort positioning. This man goes out anywhere on the map and get the kill. And now we see Awesome for a split moment on that AWM. I'm loving this. Both teams really actively using double sniper on this map.
Yeah. That's what you like to see. And both of the players that are the off snipers, we talked about it, Awesome and Chills, have been having stellar performances. Maybe it's Awesome's turn? No. Maybe.
A lot of movement towards A short. And I believe there's 40 behind the radio.
It's 40 again. Here comes the smoke, and Chills jumps out and gets the flick. That's another A plant that should come in here pretty freely.
Pretty quick. But Neos, they do gain control towards the BL base. Are they really sending no one from the A bottom? Just 2 up on A short. Actually, make that 3 with Vice joining the party now.
Yeah. And maybe Awesome from beneath, but Chills has this angle, and he's not the only one. It's going to be a really difficult retake this time. They're trying to get on top of FaZe here, but FaZe is able to pistol him down. Loons, 12 seconds. He's trying to get the sneak defuse, and that's not going to happen. Nice try.
He tried at least, yeah, with his heads down. But with not just a man, a 2-man left from Penta, that's not going to happen easily.
Yeah.
Well, that was covered with weird, how can I say this? In the weird timing from Lazarus. I thought that they really had the retake. But Penta actually bought a good amount of time towards A long. And 4-man defense? Was that 3 or, yeah, 4.
Yep. 4 guys.
And just Vice. That base spot towards B.
Penta's done this 3 times in a row, so they're like, well, if they do it again, we'll be ready this time. Doesn't look like they will do it again, though. Penta are considering a push onto B. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, the bat doesn't look so good to me. But after hearing those sounds, they should have spotted some members towards water. Did they not?
Maybe not. They're already in here. Vice is going to alert them real quick. As in they go. Vice picks up 1. He picks up 2. He nearly gets the 3rd there. Jin gets low on health. And that push will be stifled. Lazarus able to hold on, and now they've got all the angles on all the people that were in Waterway.
Yeah, Neil's awesome. Ooh, Neil's actually FaZe picks that up. Turns immediately and finds 1, but they know there's a 2nd coming from their own base. Awesome positioning. Headline.
Yep.
FaZe, another great shot.
Man. Okay.
Balloons from the window.
Yeah, Rain was pretty low, but FaZe now 1v2. I mean, it's not unheard of.
Yep. We've seen this with FaZe. When he starts jumping with a pistol, that's when it's left alone.
It's like a tiger backed into a corner. He's going to pick up that bomb and get it down. He doesn't see anyone, so...
And Lazarus does do this when they have more. They just go towards one specific site. So FaZe knowing that in experience, of course. And sweeping through a site. Now they know that...
Uh-oh.
Oh, the shot does not land!
And FaZe even took a little bit of damage. That is unfortunate for him, but not all said and done. Still not able to deny it. Picks up an AK.
This is smart, but 40 lands a headshot down. And FaZe is gone. You had some chances. Well, if you're a sniper, if you miss 2 shots, you're trying to save your team. Yeah, that's going to bring the percentage down to 1 digit.
Pretty close one there. That was an exciting back and forth round.
It was.
And Lazarus kind of stems the bleeding a little bit. You know, they were able to tie it up, and now with 2 in a row, gotta be feeling pretty good. Actually, I guess it wasn't 2 in a row, but they were able to get a lead now, 7-6. As once again, they are going to sack a short here.
Well, Penta, is it me or Penta's trying A long a little too many times compared to B, where they actually can get a lot more information beforehand?
Yeah. They are going to be forcing this, but you're running straight into a bunch of guys.
They have 4 guys in the short
defensive position here. FaZe, though, he doesn't care about your strategies.
I have 5 bullets.
Yeah.
Another flash going to a short. Still a lot of members in. Plus, Advise now in a connector.
Oh, FaZe gets another one and make it a 5th grenade kill. Niels now with 2. Vice pretty low. And Rain trying to get the shot. Looking pretty good for him. Just trying to tap on the head.
Yeah, 1-1 C4 down near a long. Trying to wrap around. He does jump.
Oh.
Yeah, Vice did not have too much HP. It was a headshot anyhow. Rain did take some damage. Cool 1v1 there, but Penta Sports take one back again. Oh, the scores are so close every single map. We don't know who's going to win this.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Lazarus weren't able to hold with that stack on A. It's just the FaZe effect, I guess. Just getting outgunned.
Playing better with more pressure. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
but that's a pro player. That's a real born to be a sniper there. Chills this time with a even with a rifle, he's acting like a sniper now. Slowly into waterway, and again awesome. Holding down a long. This time I think they are having a Lazarus thinking that this could be a B push instead.
But they would have hoped that they were stacking A short. Let's see, though. 40's got this position again. He's got some help from Looms here, but Terror's going to get that entry, and 40's in trouble. 40 picks off 1, but only the 1. And again, it is a nice entry here from Penta to take the A site. But here comes Lazarus quickly coming on in, but maybe a little bit too quickly as Rain was right there behind him. And Awesome now is all alone.
Awesome was in a long all this time, could not really join the fight. Thought at least one would be coming around a long from the access road from BL base. It's not the case. Penta Sports spending all the man. Towards a short.
It's a quick victory there on Blacklist.
Yeah, Lazarus just missing the right timing to get that A short defense, just like yesterday.
Yeah.
Not really getting lucky with their choice of defense from GR.
Sometimes you just gotta land your shots a bit better and accept the fact that you're not always going to be in the right spot at the right time.
So that's why Awesome goes back to an AWM.
Yeah.
This time guarding from the base. Make sure no one's coming through that double door. The target will be Chills. Usually Jin's at that spot. The master of wall shots. You can't really see it. Rotation. Okay, so instead of guarding a short, Awesome is getting information of anyone going into a short. Yeah, from the middle. So they can quickly rotate. Don't see anyone, so no information whatsoever from his position and angle. A few baiting smokes towards B.
Niels is stone cold. Sees the grenade fly by his face. He does not care. Does not flinch. We got the bomb over here at A. Let's see if they do commit to it.
Yeah, a few more rounds will bring your team at least a 3rd place. That's why they're taking a lot of time before going in. 40 peaked just a second ago. So Terror might be at the perfect timing.
Here we go.
Oh, spots.
Okay, he might be able to survive, but oh, they're coming in from multiple angles. He would love to get one, but he's not going to get any. Jin able to pick him off, and only Awesome can get the one. Another clean entry here from Penta, but the aggression up the middle is coming in from Lazarus, and another snipe from Awesome from the window.
Bomb is down, but A short has to be dodged. Face going back towards his teammate. Terror right next to him. The duo! Can they do it again?
He can do it again. FaZe can just clutch it just barely. And Awesome, I mean, he's trying to be the clutch man, but it's not going to happen. He's coming out with the pistol. There's not enough time. 9-7 now for Penta Sports.
Penta's 4th round from Blacklist. Incredible choice of the strategy, just poking in and out and pretending like they're going B all the time, but never really directly going in. Even when they went into the B site, it was actually with some information from a short. Always pressuring A and then going. Oh man, the duo of FaZe and Terror. when we saw those two left, okay, I also imagined, okay, this is surely doable.
And I mean, FaZe had 2 people to shoot at a wonky angle from above them, and he gets the one flick and immediately just 1v1s the other guy with the pistol. Like, how are you going to beat that? I don't care who you are. FaZe might just be able to beat any player in CROSSFIRE single-handedly.
That's why Lazarus, they have to respond much better. They have a lot of people. The skills all around. 7-13, 9-13-13. But this is the moment that 1-2 players stepping up will help them so much. But FaZe does it again. One more kill.
There's one player who's stepping up more than all the rest. And it's FaZe.
9-7. Possibly the final round. 3 grenades in that spot.
Is that number 6?
Yes, that is number 6. Lutz in that baiting position, but he doesn't know. Man. There's no way. Penta is going to grab this basically with 2 members now left from Lazarus. Only 40 Awesome. Can they pull off a 2v5?
Awesome's going to try to clutch it here with 40. These guys have been so clutch in the past, but I don't think it's their day. Awesome does pick off one, but he takes nearly his entire health bar. Down he will go. And now it's only 40 all alone.
But Jin is right next to him. He doesn't see him. That is it. Penta Sports, they're moving up to the next round.
Wow. With everything on the line, FaZe decides, well, I'll just 1v9 now. Obviously, some huge clutch shots from him, but as a team, Penta Sports really leveling up here at this tournament and taking down a big name in Lazarus. And they will move on to face Team Myth in the next round.
Wow. Very close matches, 10-8, 8-10, 10-7.
Absolutely, he deserves it 100%. As every set here was extremely close, but at the end of the day, Penta Sports will earn the spot to the next one, the next round. But guys, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the second match of the night.